excitingly different story.
Hello and welcome to the Pragmata review from GigaBoots. I'm your host, Noel Slamrocket, and with me is Bob Video Games.
She's some kind of moon child.
Chris Wolfhart.
You can be her friend.
And Dr. Aggro.
Yeah, I didn't really get into that meme, so...
If you never listened to one of our spoiler-casted reviews before, what we're going to do is at the beginning, we're going to make a guttural sound that'll give you an idea of how we feel inside, along with a couple of sentences about the game. Then, after we've all done this, we're going to dig into the game deeply, talking about the story, criticizing it, praising it, telling random anecdotes, and then at the very end, each of us will give it a score out of 10. It's kind of like Famitsu. The maximum possible score is 40. And publishers, we are buyable. So, let's get started with Bob Video Games. Bob, can I get a couple sentences and a sound?
Pragmata is a kind of game it feels like we don't get anymore. It's actually a brand new IP, original idea, totally new style of gameplay, and it has a delightful little child. I'm going to give it a ooh.
Chris Wolfhart.
Yeah, it's so rare that we get a truly new IP that has new ideas and a new aesthetic. And it's even rarer when one comes in on the first try as good as this one. So I'm going to give it a ooh.
Dr. Aggro.
Pragmata is that mightiest type of video game that just unabashedly steals from the greatest video games ever made and also does a bunch of new shit all its own. Yeah!
Even 3 Pragmatas a year could cure the video game industry. It's $60, completely new IP, a spectacular fucking polished experience, and completely novel in so many ways that gels together into an amazing package. Yes!
and it's done.
I know!
It feels so complete. It's weird. Games aren't like this anymore.
I was worried because it's so close to the end of fiscal reporting, but no, it's just done.
Yeah, no, they pushed it and then finished it.
Isn't that fucking weird? They finished a game. And they did it before I paid the money for it. I can't
Before
believe
you paid the reasonable amount of money for it.
I know. I slipped into a parallel dimension to fucking buy this one game. And then I came back. So let's real quick talk about how we each played it. Did the 3 of you play it on PS5?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, it was PS5 for me.
I played it on PC because I waited too long on deciding what platform I was going to buy it on. I thought I was going to buy it on PC with a decent discount, but I got a relatively okay discount for the deluxe version. So I had the cool Oni outfit or whatever. Where I got the crazy samurai armor. Here's the problem though, that cat outfit is compelling. So I spent most of the time in the cat outfit. Did that come with the normal edition?
The funniest thing is you got the cat outfit for that edition and everyone else got the Oni outfit for the pre-order.
Oh, okay. So the pre-order is the part of it that gives you that. Okay. So wait, I'm the only one with the cat outfit?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I never changed my outfits, but I guess.
A deluxe edition I actually got value from? What fucking world is this?
Right?
Every time I went back to base, I'm like, it's time to put on a new outfit. No, Hugh in the giant cat outfit is too funny. So I played on PC with the 4090 that we bought to make the 3cam videos. It only crashed twice, but oh my god, those crashes were unbelievable.
Spectacular.
Yes, the whole PC locking up, and unbeknownst to me, Pragmata has popped a tiny window under everything saying, I crashed.
You crashed.
Will you give me several minutes to figure out why and send it to Capcom? The second time I actually found it, I was like, oh, I didn't know this was here. Yeah, sure. And then it took minutes. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, my man? What the hell's going on? But it was all worth it because I got path tracing. Really, gentlemen, when you look back on your life and think about all the games you could have played path trace. What a stupid fucking... We're how many years on for that 2070 article or review where the dude's like, when you look back on your life and you think about how many games you didn't play ray traced, won't you be sad?
No. In fact, that number could be 0 and I'd probably be happier.
Yeah.
I didn't play it without ray tracing turned on at all. I thought I would get the experience of trying to play a game end to end with path tracing. It looks nice, but holy shit, the performance difference between constrained environment and outdoors, those bigger areas, is insane. How was the performance on PS5? Is it just level across the board, basically?
Yeah, it seemed pretty stable, like, everywhere.
Wow. Yeah, no, if I'm in an interior environment, it's about 70 frames per second. I believe most of the time I was using a 1440p balanced DLSS with the path tracing turned on. But the moment I step into larger outdoors areas, it's 40.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It's chunky.
No, there were a few moments where I thought, okay, if all that shit blowing up at once made it stutter, I couldn't tell because everything was blowing up at once on screen.
At once, yeah.
Right. Yeah, maybe when I have like 3 different of those hacking mines on one thing and it's blowing them up constantly, it's probably dropping frames, but I can't tell because everything's blowing up.
Because everything's blowing up.
Yeah,
man,
that's also how it was for me.
This game's just fucking incredible. What an absolutely great experience. Oh, last thing on the PC version before we move to talking about the game primarily. I had a thing happen. And my friend's like, well, maybe the latest vibe-coded drivers will help this. So I download new drivers. Gentlemen, it broke FrameGen. FrameGen doesn't work on the latest drive.
Oh, good. Perhaps that should be everything forever.
I was trying to scare a friend who came over, and I was like, we should play it with FrameGen, and then it didn't work, and I went, hey, what the fuck?
The one time I need you.
Right?
We did look at FrameGen a little bit before you did that driver update, and whoa, boy.
It sure isn't going to solve anything ever, as it turns out, visually. Anyways, this game's marvelous. I love a third-person shooter with a bunch of really tight mechanics, a beautiful aesthetic, and mini games that I do while doing normal third-person shooter shit.
Mm-hmm.
I basically beat the game, just about completely beat the game before I went, okay, Diana, you can auto-hack. I will finally buy that from the store.
Oh, you didn't even buy it?
I did it. I think I would say I was heading into the last area a little bit before that when I finally bought it for her. And I was like, okay.
Same.
Yeah, I love that minigame too much. It's a core of what I love doing about the game. And eventually had to relent that there are just some situations where I would burn the gauge to do it, right? Mm-hmm. Because it does burn hack and gauge in order to do that. It's not just for the overdrive or...
Exactly.
Right. So that's the number one reason I didn't get it. I'm like, but the overdrive.
Yeah, but then I can't overdrive.
Right. Yeah,
I find myself doing actually the opposite of like trying to do the minigame motion I can, but knowing that there's just times I can't. So I burn it on that, and I end up never using overdrive.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good shit.
It is.
I played with the DualSense on PC, which means I got the adaptive triggers, but what I found is the DualSense face buttons are not clicky enough to feel great for the hacking minigame. At some point, I should have switched over to the game sir just to see if that felt better, but I didn't. I don't know. If there were other features like cool, like haptic feedback that was crazy, I wouldn't know. The PC version didn't really have that level. It just had the adaptive trigger type stuff.
Yeah, I didn't find myself being engaged by the controller in a special way.
Yeah, and same, but I was like, well, maybe on console.
Yeah. This is always a problem for me when I finish a PS5 game. They're like, oh, well, how's the haptics? I'm like, I play a lot of PS5 games, so that incredible experience is the baseline, so I don't notice when it's there.
Yeah, that's also like I know it was there. I just can't describe it beyond that.
I found the posters with the references funny. The Ghouls and Ghosts ones, that's pretty funny. But can you tell me why the Dead Space one has Mike Stacklasa in it? Can anyone tell me why they...
I love the Ghouls and Ghosts one because it's like, yes, this is exactly what the shitty Netflix thing you're going to approve in 6 months would look like.
Of course, and that'll be Ben Kingsley.
Like, yeah, no, this was taken directly from the 2000 Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, I am. It looks kind of like the Reign of Fire poster.
It does. It really does.
I don't care even if it's just a stupid downloadable thing. I want them to make a Resident Devil game.
Oh, that would be funny.
It was
That
so
would be
goofy.
really funny. Do we assume it's just like it's like a Doom clone? Because that cover has like Doom clone vibes.
It does just look like Doom. Weirdly, even though it's, got a name of two of their own franchises.
The first time I saw that image, like the silhouette, it looked like a Chimera from Resistance.
Fair. I speaking of Resistance, I saw a post on Blue Sky where someone was like, in 7th gen, we got several of these a year. And I have to put my foot down and be like, you are doing those games too good a favor. They were not as good as Pragmata. God, I wish they were.
Conceptually,
Yeah, we can
conceptually perhaps, but not for real.
Like it's the same class of game, but not the same ballpark.
Yeah, it's like the same genre, but I feel like that's giving them way too much credit. And I would even say this is closer to PS2 games in some ways because it feels way more complete than any of those 7th gen games do.
Yeah, that is very true.
But it's not a genre that was good in PS2.
Yeah.
Like structurally, it's a fascinating mix of like God of War 2018 and Dark Souls 3.
I kept thinking of BioShock playing it.
Really?
Because you have the trams that are very similar to the like the bubble pods that go between the districts in BioShock, and you run around and scrape all these resources.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I was thinking of Dark Souls 3, where you start in the hub and then you warp to each level, and you can only warp back to the hub, not between levels at the save points.
I was remembering video games with levels that you go through, then move on to the next level, and how that's nice.
Yeah, right. And it does have some of the exploration elements like a Metroidvania, but not extensively. Like there's a little bit of extra
there's
side
two
stuff.
things
Yeah,
you get.
That's where I compare it to God of War 2018, where they have copied that drip feed of here's a thing, here's a thing, here's a little bit bigger thing. Oh, you found the secret wall. Here's a bigger thing.
The secret wall shit's so funny.
It is. Oh my God. Secret walls and invisible enemies. This is the most balanced, enjoyable, and cool I've ever seen them.
And not just them, but also enemy that flies above your head and can heal other enemies. It's the only time I've ever seen that be decent, and it showed up like 3 times in the game.
And it's very strange because there's also the payoff for them of they heal the enemy, yes, but it enables the hacking minigame to make them do absolutely massive damage to the enemy. And
Yes.
that's insanely good.
Right, there's so many just smart choices around this stuff. It's like these are concepts that we've seen hundreds of times before, but done badly.
Yeah. Like the inclusion of that hacking minigame, which is, the gimmick of the game, is so fucking smart because it is like the base combat in this game is a lot of enemy prioritization and making decisions based on what you've got and what you want to accomplish. And the hacking minigame is the same thing, just layered on top, so you're doing both at the same time. Like for most of the combat, I'm not only getting through all the blue nodes to get to the green node, I'm deciding whether or not I want to spend the yellow nodes, and if it's worth it to just blow it on this thing, or spend the time and the brain bandwidth to path around it so I don't use it when I hack this one.
Right?
It's this brilliant level of balance that makes me feel like I'm playing a warrior and a mage at the same time. It pulling from different meters for her, me being able to customize her specific status effects and things she's doing to the enemies.
Oh God,
damage flat out not being the only thing you can do via that, and you doing all these things of freezing them up, doing multi-target, stunning them, exposing their weak spots immediately. All these things are just. That's so fucking cool that they didn't just go, it does ice damage or fire damage or electric damage. And after you build so much meter, it has a big payoff.
I mean, I built meter. I'm here to tell you, I went full burn the entire game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Every mod, every node, everything I could get to increase heat.
It is fucking really good to run up on them and hit that R2. And watch him make them deep throat a gun.
And then you put in the mod that
Yeah.
spreads critical hit damage to
Exactly.
everything around it.
Yeah. You did that, and the one where it's like if you hacks them while they're already hacked, the nodes just increase their heat,
Yes.
like increase their overheat. I just did that and got to use that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the one that makes the purple node pop up when you've hurt them enough.
Uh-huh.
I really enjoy that Hugh just teleports to them when you hit R2. It's just like, he's there. He's already doing it.
It's a wide ring.
I really appreciate that, because this motherfucker isn't even on the ground, and I just hit it and appeared 3 feet in the air, 6 feet in the air. I'm doing the animation regardless.
There's like 3 bots between you and the downed one, and they're in the middle of their attack animations.
I completely humiliated the final boss. Like she got to do something when she was at 30% health and transformed into the form where you can't just repeatedly hack her.
Yeah, that's
God.
about how it goes.
And even then, I saw one of her attacks and be like, "Oh look, my overdrive is full again."
I had a bad first run on that boss because I completely brain farted and just didn't think to cleanse her.
Huh.
So I'm doing the fight going, wow, hacking her takes twice as long. That's an interesting way to spike the difficulty.
God.
So the first time I walked in without getting my shit back because I didn't know it was going to be the final boss or something else. So I had like no healing and got killed. It is bizarre that your respawning is completely diegetic.
Yeah, that's happened with every boss. It's kind of funny that it's like that.
It is weird. They maybe shouldn't have done that.
It's also like, this is one of those, like, I hated it. You did such a good job with this. Every time you die, it drops your baby ass back in the nursery. And the little girl goes, "Are you okay, shitter?"
And this was right after the fucking screen subjected you to, you should really hit triangle. You can change your difficulty right now.
Yes.
Enemies will damage you. You should not do that.
Yeah, every single time you die, they do that. It's like you can't give me like 3.
No.
No,
You get the chance every time.
every time.
I only died on the first boss in hard mode. So I got to find out how they diegetically explained that, which was hilarious. Because he appears after you turn the power back on. Mm-hmm. And they're like, hey, did we turn the power back on or not? And then Diana's like, that big bot was there. I don't think we did it. I was like, what?
He walked over there and hit the button.
That's really funny.
It's like one of those boxes with a switch and an arm, but it's a giant mech.
Did anyone use the recursive hacking mode, wherein you hit that tile and it pops up with a new hack grid, and it just keeps going?
No, I did not try that.
I didn't see that.
Don't think I know what that is.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful. I'm too scared. I know my ass will just keep doing that until I get hit. But yeah, I forget the name of it, but it is a really cool thing.
God, the very last red room in the port. The one where you go in and it's just like, everybody's here, fucko, good luck. I walked into it the first time and I had this epic, valiant struggle against all of them and made it most of the way through and got tagged and died. I was like, oh, damn it. I went back with, what was it? It was multi-hack, the heat nodes, and confuse. And hacked one of them, hit 2 multi-hack nodes and a confuse, and they all turned on each other in a meat grinder.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that's
All I
pretty
had
awesome.
to do was run in and hit R2 somewhere around the periphery, and I kept doing critical explosions.
Yeah, this game's so great because you can just approach it so differently. It basically lets you do whatever you want to humiliate these enemies.
Like, your loadout matters. Oh man, diving every piece of lumen I got into upgrading the shockwave gun first before anything else turned it into the thumb of an angry god mid-game.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That thing is shockingly viable.
Yeah, it feels so good. Even from the start, you just hack them and you put it in their mouth, and then it's over. Unless they're like a large scale enemy, in which case it's only 60% of their health that's gone.
Oh, what's this? A mod that does 10% more damage when I'm within 10 meters? Gonna never take that out of the slot.
Did anyone use the mod that lets you do more damage when you're closer?
Yeah, that's what I was just describing.
Yeah, I was curious if anyone else did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that thing, I don't think I ever took it out.
Yeah, I used it. I used both for a while, the distance one too, and then I realized I'm never that far from them.
Right. Unless it's like one of those little flying dudes that you can't get close to. I'm pretty close.
Generally speaking, I used the charge laser, so I'm doing that. I made sure the last shot does the extra damage. I had the mod so that way when you expend the last shot, there's a chance it's back again.
Oh, I wanted to use that so bad.
It's so good.
A mod I got super late was which I feel like should have been early in the game. When you just successfully hack, it auto refills your primary weapon.
Oh yes.
Wow.
that got put into my heat dump rotation. That thing is ecstatic. Because I switched to the carbine, which has better heat buildup than the pistol form. Oh, it's just I could just loop it forever. It was great.
It feels so bizarre that we got a point. We got at a point with modern AAA video game design where I'm like, and then you select the things and they have an impact on the combat in a big way.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
These are very different ways to play the game, and they're good and cool and instant, and these are just hard set modes you can go into that make the gameplay different. What the fuck has happened? Anyways, I'm randomly posting more pictures of the baby.
So I really liked using the proton laser, because what you can do is you can just hold down that trigger and keep tapping aim to keep bringing up new hacking windows.
Yes.
So with that that was part of what let me completely humiliate the final boss, because it's like, yeah, I'm shooting your weak points with this laser while also repeatedly hacking you to build up your stagger gauge. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Yeah. No, once you beat the game and then it unlocks those harder difficulty versions of every boss, I humiliated all of those. It was just downright sad. It's like, did you guys get stronger? I'm not sure. I've become too powerful.
I was worried after you fight the giant thing in the city. When I got through that boss fight, I'm like, oh god, that was a giant, tiring pain in the ass. But then every boss fight after that was just amazingly fun.
Oh wow, I that is the one I died at the most. I was curious how they were going to swing the rest of the boss from there, because that one's so huge and that area is so huge, and my GPU is crying.
Oh, bad.
So for anyone who didn't see it, it is in the earlier picture. It's in the Dead Hunter picture. You can see the in-game angle of it. But this is how Diana looks in the cat outfit. It's very good. It's fucking adorable. What a smart fucking video game.
Yeah. Oh my god. You like, you're posting pictures of the black outfit, which is what I rocked for most of the game, because she looks like an orbital frame.
Yeah,
She does.
it's so good. Without Diana, Hugh's heart and lungs will fail.
Oh my god. God, can we talk about Hugh and how he's like a grown-ass adult with a modicum of emotional maturity, and this game wasn't about him hating kids for no reason for 80% of it?
Yeah, he didn't need to have an arc. He just gets to be a good guy.
They kind of get into him not wanting kids in the opening, but then he like immediately is like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, no, he's like, oh god, I don't want to be saddled with a child. And then like 20 seconds pass, he's like, well, I'd better appropriately deal with the situation I'm in.
Yeah, right? This is man's 20-second arc.
Yeah, basically everything Hugh does is just talk about how much he loves his parents. That's it. All.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, his adopted parents. They're very specific. It's like, hey, found family is real family. We can't split this.
I saw so many weird complaints that he didn't have more of an arc where he hated children. It's like, they made a lot of those games already. We don't need any more.
It's really nice to just have a dude who's a reasonable person.
It's fine. It's fine to have one of these dad games that isn't spiritually hideous.
Yes, it is. That may be the most important quality of this fucking game. The fact that they didn't go, well, there has to be a whole thing where he realizes the importance of having a kid around. And it's like, no, just have him be a decent human. Have him be a good father figure and just a nice guy. It's fine. I can have a fun little adventure with a nice guy and a cute little girl. You can let me do this.
Right? Like, even at the most cynical interpretation, Hugh got into a bad situation and found a precocious robot girl. He's seen any media ever, so he's going to be nice to that thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I'm willing to bet money that on a macro scale, you're going to get a lot more people who are like, I guess I'm responsible for this kid. I better do my best. Than the seething weird, like the Joel or Kratos, I'm a giant piece of shit barely restraining myself from being that way around this child. I think you have more people closer to Hugh than the opposite. So it's fine for there to be a game about one. I am sorry, AAA game developer, that you hate your children, but not everybody does.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did have a moment during this where I was thinking about certain people who made certain games, and I'm like, I don't want to think the meanest shit in the world about them, but I appreciate that this game wasn't made by them. I appreciate that Hugh's just a decent human being, and yeah, as Agro was saying, possibly cynically hedging his bets on do not piss off the tiny robot girl at the beginning, but he acts responsibly throughout the whole thing and is at no point a miserable person to be around. Thank you, God.
Like, so I have a niece right about this age.
Ooh.
So at several points during this game, when she would just state something that's very obvious for the 5th time in a row, I found myself not yelling at my TV, but using my I'm being very patient with a child voice.
I feel like there's some plot stuff I want to talk about, so we're gonna go ahead and let people know we're gonna talk about some real plot stuff now. For just Aggro dying of the space cancer. Thank you, niece. Niece, like, you're welcome. The only thing plot wise in this game, normally we finish these games and there are these odd what is this? Mental protuberances from the plot that just poke me that like I can't help but think about it. This really doesn't have a ton of those. It's just the one part where it's like Hugh read a log where it was like, and then instead of experimenting on other children, they experimented on his child.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
That is bizarre.
That is the most bizarre element of the plot. Like, nobody checked.
Yeah,
Nobody
like
checked.
it was part of the giant soulless corporation motif where they're like, go find someone that meets these criteria. They're like, done.
Yeah.
We put it in the computer and this is what it spit back. Did anybody check it? Why?
Why would we do that? We accomplished the task.
I like early on, you find a note from one of the workers. He's like, I'm so bored. The robots do everything. I don't have any work to do. And Hugh just has fucking cry me a river when you finish reading it.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, he has this real indignance in his voice. Like, how dare you complain that you don't have to do a job?
They had that in the demo, and I instantly was won over by him. I'm like, Hugh's great.
Yup.
There are a few weird things in the plot that do stick with me of like, that's strange. Like, I part of me suspects they added the other crew members that came with you super late in development. because they almost have no development at all, and they disappear completely after the opening, which I thought they might come back in some way because two of them were stuck out the window.
It is a little strange. They just disappear.
It is.
And then they even have a thing where Hugh talks about, oh yeah, they were like my best buds, and then never brings them up again. And in the opening, he's like, I didn't even know that dude had a kid. I was like, I don't think this adds up quite right.
Not so much.
Well, I think he only specifically said the leader was his best friend.
It sounded like it was the whole crew.
I only heard dialogue about...
He mentioned that they were friends. Like work friends.
Yeah, but they were work friends. And the real friend was the leader. And he's like, oh, my buddy who's dead, and we're not going to go into that at all.
We end Big Think abruptly one week, and I go, yeah, I got to pick up my kid from elementary school. And Bob's like, wait, kid? Yeah, I do think that as a plot thread is just a weird thing on it. It's true. They didn't really develop it, and I spent most of the game thinking, any minute now, they'll become relevant. And I think I gave up somewhere by the end of the forest area, the Terra Dome.
Yeah, it's a Capcom game, so there was always in my head, like, they could show up in the final cutscene.
It's true.
Like he shows up with a robot dog, like, what's up? I just had this sick ass adventure. Who's the kid?
Right?
That would be so fucking
Yeah, I
good.
was... and then his mask comes up, and it's the guy from Vanquish.
Yeah, I was thinking about Vanquish a lot playing
I thought
this.
about Vanquish a lot, yeah. Multiple times I was like, I wish I had that slide.
But hey, once you upgrade to 8 dashes in a row, you might be better off than Vanquish Man.
I kept forgetting that you had a run in this game because I just spammed the dashes all the time.
That's fair.
I kept forgetting to upgrade the thrusters, so I did a lot of running.
Yeah, for the longest time, I only had like, I think 3 dashes, and I kept putting my points into other shit just to maximize those. But I don't know. I think on a future playthrough, I'd like to just go heavy into dashes up front.
Oh, yeah, because like right at the end of the game, I dumped a bunch of points to get it all the way up, and I was like, I am immortal! Dash, 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 dash.
Yeah, no, that was always the first thing I upgraded. It was like, dodging is like one of the most important things to do.
Yeah,
It's true.
Like this dash will like carry you up and over shit. It is a get out of the bad situation button.
Oh, Bob, interesting thing. Did you know there's a glitch with the PS5 version to make it run in 1440p instead of 1080p?
No.
All you have to do is boot the game on a PS5 Pro, sync to cloud, and then go back to your PS5.
That's funny.
So we could have ended up in a situation where you're like, the game ran bad for me.
That would be a nightmare, yeah.
I'm really glad that didn't happen because that really could have.
I think it was the day before, like maybe a day or two before the day of release. They released the 8 trailer.
Yes, which I still haven't watched because I knew that was going to be spoilers.
Yeah, I was like, as I clicked on it, I'm like, wait, is this going to be one of those trailers and it just shows 8? Because I'm like, what do they mean by 8? And I just see the other robot girl and go, oh, fuck.
Oh, wow.
It was great. We're like, come find me. I can't move. And you see her in the tree. I'm like, okay. I watched anime in the early 2000s. So
Yeah, no.
I was just shows up with white hair. Like, oh, we're going all the way with this.
Yes. Okay, maybe I just missed it. Shouldn't there have been a reason she was stuck in the tree other than the lunar quake?
For a while there, I assumed that somehow Edis did that to her, but it's like, no, Edis was acting under direct command from her.
No, okay. While you were there,
it seems
Edith
like she
was trying,
lost command.
Yeah, Edith
some
trapped her and was trying to stop you. When you reset Edith, it was like now back under 8's control.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It didn't make much sense as to how she lost control of Edith and it went after her. Because
I don't know.
before the
Edith
game
is a
started.
crazy powerful AI and a bunch of shit went down.
She didn't win every charisma check. She finally failed one, and then it went, hey, wait a second.
Save ends, bitch.
Maybe it's somewhere in the logs that we just none of us found in that last area.
I read, I think I got I think I read every log, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't check the menu. Usually I check that, but I was running tight on time this time.
There's something interesting is they do set up in those logs for a few people to have survived this and got back to Earth, which is really neat. It's like the lady setting up the hollow walls and the dude who is like one of the other lead scientists that is giving the reporter information. Like he's an informant and he leaves. So there's 2 dudes left.
So on the humiliating enemies part, I did every trial, like every training trial.
Oh yeah, those are great.
And every red room.
Yeah.
So normal battles were just like, you guys think you're doing something here?
Yeah.
I mean, it was really great to have the whole gamut.
Like it was like they were underwater compared to the others.
Which that makes me really enjoy the hard mode run I've started, because it straight up starts out with, hey, we've rearranged the enemies and everything's harder now, and I got stuck at the first boss for a bit.
Hell yeah.
And also it's a really good one because all that stuff, like all the cool features you get later in the game, you can buy those from the shop using experience, so you can get all that stuff way earlier.
That's a good hard mode.
It was really good when you beat the game and they're like, you have these extra modes now. Also, here's the jackhammer.
Yes, the jackhammer is so good.
What?
It's just a monster hunter weapon. It's incredible.
It really is.
Like it's a big, mineral drill with the 3 heads with the teeth, and like, oh, that's really cool. And then you hit the follow-up attack and the beam saber comes out of it.
Yes.
So fucking awesome. As for the challenge of red rooms are really funny in that you can just take the direct tram from your headquarters, come in with all your shit restored, and then it's like, this is like if you had a challenge battle in a Final Fantasy game, but it's like, oh, all your summons and your limit break have cooled down. Go ahead. Like, yes, this is a lot of guys. I will fucking eviscerate them instantly. They don't stand a chance.
I mean, this game is really good at having all of this stuff to do in it and going, this is the base stuff. This is the stuff you have to do to see the story and finish the game. And then they like gradiate out, and you have to know you are actively choosing to do the harder stuff. Always very nice to see.
It
like
is.
A lot of those trials, the sim trials, I didn't do because there are platforming challenges this game asks of me, to which I am unequal while at the wheel of Hugh, the 92 Toyota Corolla on a frozen lake.
Yes.
It's true.
When he lands, he stops.
I think one of the mechanical things I wish was different about this game, but it's a stylistic choice. It's their choice. I wish jumping was faster, both on ascent and descent.
The descent I would really enjoy. I want a ground pound.
Yeah,
I wanted his hover to be better. I felt like the whole game, we're going to upgrade the hover, right?
Nope.
And it never happened.
No, in fact, it has the hover thing where it's like, you were hovering too long. Fall. Like even before you run out of juice, like it's be like, we don't want you going vertical across this level that much and fall.
There's an element to the way he moves that makes sense for like the levels they built for the main game, where they don't really have platforming challenges at all. But that also makes me kind of sad because I think having a little bit more platforming in the main thing would have been nice.
Right. Like it fit with the way they built it. He's a guy in a huge spacesuit. There's low gravity. So you're
Exactly.
basically hurling yourself at edges with where the mantling is just this huge wide area.
Has anyone else gone back and seen the initial reveal trailer for this?
No, I meant to go
No,
watch
I haven't
it.
gone back to look.
No, I did not do that.
It's kind of shocking in that immediately the baby looks weird. The baby is just different enough where it feels strange, but you can
Didn't
watch
get the face capture down right just yet.
Yeah, in fact, you can. It's funny they have the the announcement trailer and the first content trailer back to back on YouTube when I search this up, because you can just see it side by side of how much they redesigned her face. That announcement trailer, from almost 6 years ago, 5.5, really could have been a drastically different game.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really surprising the amount of things in this that are from that, the amount of things that aren't. It is in equal measure, it feels like. Because that game does not look like, you have Hugh going around scanning things and finding particles of people and trying to track down the child. It's like, that's not what
that's
you
a
do.
very different idea. They definitely didn't find it yet. I know that I also expected the hollow cat to be more important.
Yeah, that kind of didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
It's almost like they had these cool visual ideas, wanted to announce the game, and then later went, oh, what do we do with this?
We need to find a way to make this fun.
Yeah, because it feels like this is a trailer almost just for a very, in the main wheelhouse of Capcom type survival horror.
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be something even less action-based.
Which, like, as it is, there are large stretches of this game where I'm like, it's just music and lighting changes are the reason this isn't a horror game.
Yeah, that and how Hugh deals with stuff. Hugh being around her, possibly shaping how he's expressing himself about this, is the excuse I came up with why Hugh isn't like, Jesus Christ, it eats people!
Yeah.
He's like, oh, a black plague that devours people. Bummer, dude. As he looks at the tiny child.
This could be bad.
That's no good. Yeah, we're 2 months away from the 6-year anniversary of them announcing this game.
Well, sad we didn't get this crazy netball thing.
Yes, the netball where you form the 3D printed fiber ball that protects you was an interesting thing in this trailer. It's around the minute and a half mark.
Yeah.
Really fascinating what is in this trailer. Man, I'm so
they really
glad.
decide to go a different way.
Yeah, it just feels good, though, to look back at a trailer like this and be like, that was for a different game, and the game we got is really great.
Yeah, this is like the vaporware to real game pipeline that never happens this well.
Could you imagine Deep Down did this?
Right?
I thought about Deep Down while playing this.
Me too. It
Like,
really is
somehow
crazy.
this is what it became.
Deep Down in the fucking moon.
Man, that would have been a reveal trailer for the ages.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would have been... Oh, no, that's so cool. The thought of just a fucking warrior stepping out of the cave and being on the fucking moon. Oh, man. Yeah, I think the fact Capcom shipped this and RE9 back-to-back is insane. And this industry would be so much better off if any singular other publisher could do that. Sony ships like 2 games a year usually, and they are not this good.
No.
Yeah.
Not even remotely close. I can't remember the last time Sony released a game this good.
Oh,
Ragnarok
gonna
is
say-
what I would say.
I'm going to say Gran Turismo 7, but that's me.
Yeah, my answer would be Ragnarok. I liked that game quite a lot.
This is crazy. I wasn't thinking about Deep Down while playing this. I was thinking about how I'm gonna have to play Saros really soon and how it's so similar a game with its third-person shooting bullet hell nonsense. And I'm like, oh, it even has the tiny dodge. God damn it, you guys! Why did you have to release it at the least flattering time humanly possible?
Let's be real, Noel. There was no time they could release that game that would make the story not toxic.
True, and that is the thing that's going to hurt the most, but I think the rest of this game being so sublime is the stiffest competition they could possibly get for the exact game they're making. It's because they're going to have skill trees. Will they be good?
Yeah, I doubt it. I thought they'll be this good.
And yes, I did spend a huge chunk of this going, man, I hope that story isn't fucking shit. Because the story is great and I'm enjoying it so much and it's so full of joy.
I'll tell you one other weird thing. I thought about while playing this game is because of the aesthetics of the tech design. I was thinking about conversations had about the potential pre-Zero Dawn Horizon game. Like, why would you set a game back then? That'd be stupid. Then I play Pragmata. Well, actually, this kind of whips.
Yeah, no, I think that weirdly, Horizon makes that choice that ends up being kind of frustrating that Capcom usually avoids. Like, they don't want to have Resident Evil have the apocalypse happen, because then you're stuck with nothing you can do except post-apocalypse.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere else with it.
Right, you got so many tropes you're just kind of locked into, whereas something like this, where the main event hasn't happened yet, you can do a lot more stuff, and you can have room for hope.
They could always have gone in Horizon 3, but like, this civilization was fine. They progressed real quick and have skyscrapers and shit, but we're never going to get a third Horizon game, so it doesn't matter.
That is possibly the most frustrating thing about talking about Horizon right now, is the knowledge that a Horizon 3 is nowhere near soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is just goofy.
It's upsetting. That second game is not how you end a game when you think the third one's 10 years out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't think that before Jim Ryan got involved.
Oh boy, big thing's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we can't get into that now. Something else really cool in Pragmata. This is about the ending. I love it when Hugh gets into his Gundam Dendrobium.
Yes.
So I assume everyone here played in resolution mode?
Yeah,
No.
right? Definitely.
Sure. I love my game controlling like shit.
Oh my god, yeah, this is exactly that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that is. And then they do the family Kamehameha.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
no, it's incredible.
Oh, what a
I
good
think
feeling.
Yeah, that whole section. Oh my, it's like you beat the game. You earned this.
the chibi version's pretty close.
Jesus Christ.
I was really hoping it'd become a real flying shooter for that moment, and it didn't, but it was still incredible.
But it was still incredible.
Yeah, see, if it had been an actual Platinum game, it would have been a Space Harrier segment.
Seeing that
Yes.
thing climb up the tower like, Bayonetta, help me.
Yeah.
I love that this game, it's $60. It has all these really amazing moments throughout it. And I can still look at it in Resident Evil 9 and go, yeah, you probably cost half as much to make. RE9 has so much mocap stuff in it. It's so fucking many insane high fidelity cutscenes. And this isn't lacking for that in the least. In the least. Like, it's very evenly spread throughout it. And it's kind of crazy that these two games are roughly the same length. In fact, I may have spent longer beating this because I basically 100%ed every area.
Yeah, I think I played this for longer than I did Resident Evil.
Yeah, like I went back and did full completion. Like, when I beat the game, I'm like, yeah, now I want to go get those green check marks by every area. I love this game. I want to go finish it. And then I find out that strange signal is, hey, we mixed post-game cleanup into some new shit because we are very, very smart and good at making this game.
They sure fucking are.
Yeah, no, I was clapping constantly during this. I was like, you're motivating me to do the thing I want to do with rewards? Wild.
And the award for biggest brain goes to... yeah, no, we're going to have to come up with a Big Think Game of the Year award for being that smart.
So this is purely me having brain damage.
How many times have you said that on a podcast?
A lot. But Cabin, the robot with the screen. I just kept thinking about High on Life and the suit assistant Pseudo, because they even kind of have similar voices and tones and candor.
I'm really glad I didn't play High on Life 2. I'm really glad I didn't do that yet.
Luckily, Cabin's only in the home base.
It's true.
He's always weirdly like sensually enthusiastic about you purchasing things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, some of those things are. I don't like hearing him say those things.
We are honored to bring you one of our greatest products. Bro, this is bot data. Take it down.
Yeah,
a notch.
I don't understand why they act like that's a great thing. Also, I didn't see the Mega Man sprite.
I didn't know.
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
the
heard the
whole
sounds.
animation.
Oh, wow.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically the first thing I saw on this dude. I was like, what are you doing? You can't just do that.
I just kept hearing Mega Man sounds while I was in menus, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's you, Cabin. What the fuck are you doing?
God, the stamp board, the way they organized the different upgrade menus, it's quality craftsmanship is what it is. This game was thoughtfully and well designed at every turn. The kind of thing that makes you relax while playing it because you know you're in good hands and you don't have to brace for when the planning turns off.
Uh-huh. God, this is such a good video game.
The ending also really makes me curious what they're going to do for a sequel, because I assume they want to make this like an IP.
Yeah, like what or if.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone looked up the additional ending,
Yes.
or its side in some way.
The additional ending?
Yeah, so when you complete Unknown Signal, you get...
Oh, no. I was like halfway through that when it was like, do this incredible jumping challenge. No.
Are you okay? Are you okay with us talking about it?
Oh, yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, so when you complete all those test chambers that you unlock by 100%ing the rest of the game, one of the mods you get stops dead filament infection.
Oh.
So if you beat the game again, it plays the normal ending, but at the very, very end, you hear Cabin greeting Hugh back at the headquarters. He's like, "Oh, traveling alone today?"
Nice.
So we have a second Capcom protagonist stuck on the moon.
Yep! I couldn't believe it! I was like, it got the Mega Man Legends comparisons and then they did it again!
That's really funny.
I'm dizzy!
That's
I
real
can't
good.
see straight! I'm sweating gallons!
Whatever they're doing with Legends, which I'm sure is something, they should reference that in whatever they're doing with Legends.
Oh my god. It's like, so we need to build a ladder.
They re-release 1 and 2, and you're up on the moon in 2, and Hugh's just standing there outside the final boss door like, I've been here a while.
Been here a long ass time.
It turns out people don't age on the moon. We just hadn't been here long enough to notice.
Oh my god. That's horrifying. God, that is going to stick with me after this podcast. I'm like, does that mean the Earth is feeding on us? What the fuck?
I mean, kinda. Like, oxygen is what slowly kills you.
Yeah? Huh. Yeah, I do. I think it's brilliant that they named the game Pragmata, so that way when they do a sequel, it's not like one of those situations where it's like, this name doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well,
Yeah,
no,
because I
that's her.
assumed that they could just continue following Diana. She might age. I don't know.
We don't know.
She's such an advanced robot.
She said she won't.
That's true. She hasn't so far because 8, well, I mean, we don't know how long there is between the construction of 7 and 8.
Well, no, like she says in one of the ambient dialogues, like Hugh asks her, like, do you grow? And she's like, no.
Yeah. But maybe on Earth, you know, where the Earth is killing her, she will grow up.
Yeah. Yeah, they do also mention that, yeah, like he made 8 with the updated data from Daisy, which is why she looks like your older sister. Diana's like, yeah, but I'm older.
But I'm older.
That was
I mean,
also
she's
a
a
great part
walking
of,
super 3D printer, so presumably she could grow if she wants
yeah,
to.
she can work something out. That was the best part of going about during Strange Signal and doing a lot of the cleanup was, oh, there's just more ambient dialogue here.
Oh, really?
It may be endless.
Oh, wow.
Man, this was a game with good ambient dialogue. Huh. That's sure a skill that seems to be rare in this industry.
Like, oh, my companion NPC is talking. Awesome.
They're having a conversation and not reciting the same 3 things.
Man.
You better pick up that Luna filament for your stash.
I appreciate that the normal ending of this game is that sad. I appreciate that it earns it at all, and it comes from a good place even. Like, it's not just... Like, to me, it doesn't come off as playing your heartstrings. It doesn't come off as being... twisted the entire story to get it to do this moment so that way you could be sad. It's just, you know, it feels like parenthood. It feels exactly like that concept. And it is sad in its own inherent way. I appreciate that so much in an industry where it feels like AAA games are afraid to have actual sadness in them, so they do a thing and they're like, you care. And I'm like, no, I don't, actually.
Haha, we took it back. But you cared, though, right?
No, neither then nor now. Actually, yes, I care now because I'm mad.
But yeah, even with the alternate ending, like, they're still separated, and Diana assumes he's dead. Like, it's not a happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that moment when he was like, hey, Diana, can you heal people of the bad shit? She's like, no.
Nope.
Oh, all right.
I'll just keep this visor closed. Everything's fine.
God, I never changed his suit, so I never, like, I assume it rides in the cutscenes like hers do, so.
Yeah.
Like, I never went back to see how, like, the Halo suit, does it just de-opaque the visor or what?
Oh, the visor opens up, and it just has the other visor under it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but it works. Like, oh yeah, the sun shield is a separate piece. I get it.
In the settings, they ask, on PC at least, like, do you want 1080p or 4K for the videos? And I'm like, at what point was there a cutscene that was a video? And I get all the way to the end of the game.
Yes.
And the giant tentacle monster shots for the cutscene run at half frame rate and don't include Hugh or Diana in them. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, those are really, really obvious. And I think they gave us like 720p ones on console. They look terrible.
Jesus. I really had that moment of going, man, remember when the cutscenes look better than the game? Because I'm playing on PC with these insane settings, and I'm like, yeah, this is just running even worse. We ended up in a weird space technologically speaking. Funny thing about this game as it pertains to path tracing, there was a thing where NVIDIA's like, we found out artists wanted a way to control how the lighting works to look a certain way, so we came up with things to do that. I'm like, yes, how did you not know that realistically accurate isn't good for everything? What the fuck? So anyways, it sounds like NVIDIA learned some things from Pragmata and possibly Resident Evil 9. Oh my god, I just read the description text on this. Announcing Pragmata, a brand new game from Capcom now in development for the PlayStation 5, launching in 2022.
Yeah.
Oh, what dreams we had.
You can actually find one of those notes she was holding up, like 2026 is real, on one of the beds in the game.
That's really good.
Oh god, I don't think I ever learned what they're actually called, but the flying crystal lizard robots.
Yes.
I got most of the way through the game before I had the epiphany that I could A, stasis net those things, or B, just overdrive them.
Oh, I didn't think of overdriving them. I did not try to overdrive hack them. I did try to use the stasis net, but they broke out of that pretty quick.
Oh, wow.
I also never tried auto hacking them.
Yeah, auto hacking did not work.
Oh, okay.
They don't seem to respawn ever, though, if you lose one.
Right, they seem to just go to a different part of the area completely, I think, is the idea.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
After I beat the game, the ones that I missed had respawned.
Oh, weird.
So, okay, if I want to nitpick something about this game's combat, there were times when there were a shit ton of bots in a room where I could not open the hacking window on the one I wanted.
Yeah, that can be an issue.
I would really have loved, like, in games where you lock onto an enemy and then cycle through targets. That would have been real nice while aiming.
Yeah, I had a similar situation with the hacking mines where you put them down and then they're right next to the enemy. You want to hack the mine and not the enemy. It's so hard to get it to actually select that.
The first time I saw the hacking mine gun was in the fight with those 2 orbital frame guys with sword arms at the end of one of the strange signal challenges. At the end of like the 5th round of that had to be it, right? It's like, new gun. I'm like, at no health. What the fuck do you mean new gun? I assume that thing is pivotal in actually beating that fight because I couldn't see another way through it.
Yeah, that thing is the most OP gun in the game, I think. Like, it's so ludicrous because you can just be like, okay, this thing will now, the mine will go off every couple seconds. It'll put on every hacking mod you have on it, on the enemy repeatedly.
And also, like, the mines chain up with each other. So you're just building a completely comprehensive sphere of damage that keeps going off.
Yeah, the other way to deal with them is to try to get them locked in like the laser, because there's one of those laser things there that will instantly kill an enemy. So if you get locked in there,
I couldn't get them to come into it.
Yeah, every time I set out with the cool little options that float around me and shoot enemies because I think it's really fucking cool, I go, but technically the most optimal thing's probably just to throw down a decoy.
Yeah, decoy, and I the barrier's also good.
The barrier is really good.
See, I never used it. I kept thinking, like, I should try this weapon. But I'm like, it's going to throw a shield. I could be doing cooler shit.
It creates a bubble around you, and you can just stand in it and shoot guys, and they can't do anything to you. They can't even get into it.
They just piss and moan.
And you put it down on an enemy, they're like, oh God, stop.
That's why I needed to try it. I felt like I assumed they would just walk into it and melee me.
No.
God, all of the tools in this game are good choices. Even homing missiles, even though I didn't really like them, and the moment I got one, the game was like, we will spawn nothing but homing missiles for the next 4 hours.
Yeah. I really don't like the sticky bombs. Those are like my least favorite one.
There are certain enemies,
situations.
Right. There's certain enemies that just have obviously horribly punishingly huge hacking minigame grids. And those guys are designed for you to sticky bomb. I'm talking about the ones that are, what was it, like 13 or so grids tall? Like they're somewhere around 10 grids tall, and they form
like
a double
bunch
S.
Of red squares. Yeah. Those big technodrome guys.
Yeah.
The sticky bombs became part of my overheat rotation because I could throw the sticky bombs and then just rehack.
Oh yeah, God, that's so cool. The moment where you realize, no, you just keep hacking. You're waiting on your gun, keep hacking.
It's a third-person shooter, and I have a build.
Yes, exactly.
It's like made out of the equipment I've selected. This game was immaculately constructed.
Yeah, no, it's like I was saying. It literally made me feel like I was playing both a warrior and a mage at the same time. Like, you have these loadouts that so drastically change what you're doing, and it feels great. Good luck competing with this, anyone.
The way they set up the resource management for the guns kind of reminded me of what they did with CMC5 for Nero and his different arms that you could run out of.
Oh yeah.
I have to wonder if it's some of the same designers like trying to take that to the next level.
Maybe. I thought it was really well done. Like having to train yourself to like, no, use it. They will give you another one.
Yes. No, I really do appreciate that. Just like, no, keep burning through your stuff. Learn to use a lot of different ones.
Because it also fits with the, like, we printed these guns. They're disposable. The battery runs out, throw it away.
Yeah, it reminds me of Vanquish, but it's balanced in a way that Vanquish wasn't. Because in Vanquish, you are supposed to never put down a gun, technically.
Right.
You're supposed to keep enough ammo
up.
to keep stacking it up to keep leveling up said gun. But this is the full execution of, no, just keep burning and turning.
It's so nice. Walking toward a big enemy using the charge laser, timing it to where the last charge laser drops and he pulls out the shockwave cannon.
So good. Man, what a good video game.
Mhm.
It's almost like there are over an hour of good things to say about this video game.
It's such a good video game.
It's such a good video game. If this isn't my game of the year, I'll be surprised.
It's tough competition, I gotta say.
Yeah, no. We're getting more Grand Blue Fantasy Relink this year.
Onimusha might be another home run from Capcom. I don't know.
God damn it, Capcom. Calm down.
They're sure like, half the games in this year's game of the year will be ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cap God is kind of back.
Sony, what have you got?
Marathon and Saros? They have to have something. Wolverine, right, yeah.
And they're and fair games, they promise.
It's so funny on Jeff Gersman's podcast hearing a guest he had on not this week, but last week, so technically 2 weeks ago when this comes out, when they were like, if they don't cancel that, I'm going to lose my mind. and then they started making jokes about Jeff Gersman's going to get really into fair games and be tweeting about it constantly. He's going to be like, come on now. Yeah, no, they got to cancel that game. What are they doing? What are they doing? God, this game's good. Okay, I think we need to wrap this. Sadly. Does anyone have any last comments before we give our scores out of 10 and summary reviews?
Because of my particular hardware situation, I had some interesting emergent gameplay experiences.
Oh.
My DualSense is starting to stick drift a little bit on the left stick.
Oh.
Straight down. So constantly I would finish doing something, and most things in this game end with an explosion. So completely without my doing so on purpose, a robot would explode, and Hugh would turn and start slowly walking toward the camera like a badass.
I did notice that this game is extremely sensitive with that left stick, which I like, but it does.
Yeah.
Am I touching the stick right now? It kind of got me off guard a few times. I had to switch to a new controller that was like less stick drifty.
Mm-hmm.
There is like a program on PC to help fix stick drift, so I need to look that up again and send it your way, Aggro.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, this is a feature for you.
I mean, it does create cool moments, but then again, it also happens at the end of platforming segments, and Hugh just walks back off the platform. It's just mantle up to.
That sucks.
Yeah, I now see why Aggro didn't do any of the platforming challenges.
In some ways, this is actually closer to what I kind of expected from Death Stranding 2. Because, Death Stranding 1 about the baby was like, well, it'll grow up a little bit and then it'll be about having like a little kid. That'll be cool. No. This kind of achieves all of that. I'm like, man, this kid's great.
This kid is great.
Mm-hmm.
Diana's delightful.
Yeah, she's a 6-year-old girl in a video game, and I like her.
I appreciate you getting to come in with the perspective of like, this is my niece's exact age.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, it's where I all I got was, this is like some of the good kid customers at GameStop.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta say, my niece has never been this useful.
She could work on that. Just have her play the game and be like, Diana's pretty useful. Maybe you should make yourself more useful.
Maybe you need to start going around with some sort of apparatus where she can ride on your back, and then she'll become useful.
Maybe this is on you, Aggro.
Yeah, no, she complains enough during hikes as it is. I'm not building her a fucking frame strapped to my torso.
God. What a shitty uncle.
That man is in low gravity.
Well, think it's time to wrap this up. Gentlemen, I'm going to need your summary reviews and scores out of 10. We will go ahead and start with Dr. Aggro.
Pragmata is out of left field with its quality. It is controlled in scope, focused in design, and resplendent in execution. Are there things about the game I would change? Sure. But I don't think any of those things were wrong. So I'm going to do that thing that everyone gets mad at whenever anybody does it, and I am going to give this game a 10.
Gentlemen, we have reviewed so many shows and so few games as of late. I had to look at this document and go, but this is just for the shows we watch section, right? Am I really putting this next to Star Wars Episode 9?
Regrettably, yes.
We next go to Bob.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this game is perfect, but it has so many just excellent things. It has these VR missions that remind me of Metal Gear Solid 2. It has a super interesting way to engage with the game overall. It is structured like just in a great way. I'm also going to give it a 10. I don't give that lightly, and I don't say it's perfect, but this is really good.
Yeah, looking at it, I think your 3 10s are 13 Sentinels, DMC5, and Metroid Dread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chris.
I'm only going to give this a 9 because there were these little things that bothered me, but they're all things that could very easily be fixed in a follow-up. I have to only give this a 9 because they're going to do a follow-up, and that's probably going to be one of the best games Capcom ever shipped. So I have to leave them room to grow. It's like I'm that piece of shit who always gives DoorDashers a 4.
Oh no. I haven't said anything about a potential sequel because I am terrified by the specter of Resistance 2. I see the fall coming.
I said before, this is probably going to be my game of the year. If it isn't, man, what a great year in gaming that will be. As I said, if we even got 3 of these a year, the entire gaming industry would be cured. The fact that this is a $60 game and is as good as it is insane. It is such a great experience and engaging on so many different levels. The story is so charming and full of whimsy. Debatably, as we found out on our Pokemon Go to the Movies podcast, where whimsy was really up for debate every episode. I absolutely adore this game. This is my favorite game from Capcom in a really long time. I'm also going to give it a 10. And that brings its total score to a 39, giving it an average of 9.75. What a spectacular fucking video game. Did you know it's $10 cheaper than Resident Evil 9? I just thought I would put that
Resident Evil
out there.
9 isn't even done. They've already said there's new modes coming in like a couple months.
It's kind of crazy how the $60 game is more done than the $70 game.
God, yeah. Like doing Strange Signal, like, wow, the DLC's already packed in. This is great.
Man, what a fantastic game. We're so lucky that a game this delayed came together in such a fantastic way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Certainly Saros will be just as good as this. It is completely rational for me to expect Saros to get a 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah.
That is a reasonable expectation that is completely rational to step into that game with.
It turns out Saros has a 6-year-old girl that does space magic and rides on your shoulder that has been in none of the trailers.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
Jesus.
Fuck
No,
yeah.
not with Sony's narratives.
Oh, no. Anyways, thank you for listening to the Spoilercast and Review. We have reviewed many other things. Not all of them are Star Wars Episode 9. But one of them is. Well, actually, no. 2 of them are.
I'm sorry. I'm caught up in the nightmare of a Sony writing team that's like, yeah, she represents the nightmares of adopting children.
Yeah, that sure is what they would make for whatever fucking reason. Please go to therapy, Sony. Jesus. The executive producers for this month's GigaBoots videos are Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, Cooper Tank, BN12, and Rado. Thank you very much to our executive producers, and also these guys. If you want to become an executive producer or a normal patron, head on over to patreon.com/GigaBoots today.